Rand Street is my 14th full-length album. Work on the album began a couple months after I finished my album from 2020, It's All Good. I originally intended the album to be a full-fledged pop-punk record, but so often with life, things don't always go the way you envisioned it or planned. When I was working on the album, I hit a bunch of creative roadblocks and issues of writer's block, and at times just forcing it, and when that happens, nothing good ever really comes out of it. And when that happens, I typically will work on a different project, be it my solo music or my band, or just music just for the sake of making music. So I put those songs on hold and worked on a full-on pop record. And I was making really good headway with that. I had close to an album's worth of songs, but during that process, I was hitting more roadblocks and was getting frustrated by that. At the same time, I was also working on my band's music, The Honest Envy. We were working on our album to be released in 2022, and then not long after finishing that, we started work on our third record. It was toward the end of 2022 and into 2023 that I realized I was stretching myself way too thin with multiple projects and making no headway on either of them. So I put my solo stuff on hold and primarily worked on my band's music. The majority of 2023 and into 2024 was spent working on my band's next album. But during my downtime, I would tinker with other songs of my own, just for the fun of it. And I took one of the songs from the pop record that I was making. I took the original lyrics and I picked up my acoustic guitar and just had this feeling, I'm just gonna strum a couple chords. And when I knew it, about 10 to 15 minutes, I had the entirety of the first single for the album, Rand Street, The Promise, all figured out. The actual recording of the song didn't take that long. I originally intended to release The Promise as a standalone single, but then I gave myself a little challenge. Throughout the summer of 2024, I wanted to see if I could take other songs from the pop punk record and the pop record and see if I can duplicate what I did with The Promise. And I did. And the end result was 11 songs. Songs from the pop punk record, songs from the pop record, and then additional material that I wrote in 2024 and into 2025. To have the album be almost entirely acoustic, it honestly just kind of feels right. Because the making of this album really did kind of feel like I was making my first record all over again. But the difference being is that I have close to 20 years more experience as a singer, a songwriter, and a producer and a mixer and all that stuff, but also additional 20 years of lived life experience. This album means a lot to me. Rand Street, the title, is a reference to the street that I grew up on in San Mateo, and the album itself is a love letter to where I'm from and my upbringing and just my love for music. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope you like it too.